president that I bring up is a marker. FDR, if you hit the buttons 3 times, it's focus, determines, reality. If you can remember that little phrase, think of the picture of FDR and think of when you're on your own, focus determines reality. It's the things that you focus on that determine how you live. Let's hit it again. Whether you realize it or not, you won the lottery already, just by sitting here, all right? Now that sounds ridiculous for me to say. I know that you think that that's an absolutely crazy statement, that somehow you won the lottery. But if we hit the button again, it's 1 in 175 million chance in winning the lottery. You have a 1 in 175 million chance of winning the lottery. There's 8.7 million species on Earth. And through history, saber-toothed tigers aren't here anymore. We don't have the dinosaurs. 99% of the species that have been on the Earth are now extinct. So if we go again, 8.7 million times 9.99 is 861 million. So if we hit it one more time, you have a 1 in 861 million chance of being born human. You have 5 times as much of a chance of winning the lottery as you do of being born human. You are so lucky to have been born a human. It's absolutely ridiculous. The amount of math that goes into being born a human, the odds were so far against you that you are so lucky to be here. Let's go one step further. Living in the United States, not only did you win the birth lottery, but you also won the birth lottery of what nation you live in. You live in the United States, one of the most modern nations in the world. You've got so many advantages. And finally, one last time, we've got, in an age of relative comfort, you're not living through the Black Plague. You're not living through the worst times. You're not living through the Civil War. You don't have any of these problems to deal with. You have the internet. You have food on your table every single day. You've got so many advantages. But the focus that you normally have is on the things that you sometimes don't have. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete Urich, and I am the next youth speaker who is going to present at your high school. Like Simon Sinek said, start with why. And here's my why. If you were to tear me open and find my core, I am on this planet to help people. I want to help young people in particular. Reason why is I remember sitting in these desks, and I thought other kids in my classes had it figured out. They knew something that I didn't. Well, I eventually found out that they didn't know any more than I did. But in the past 20 years or so since I graduated from high school, I've figured some things out. I've read a lot of books, I've listened to a lot of people, and I've watched young people live their lives, and I think I can help. Specifically, I think about things in a different way. I package ideas in a different way and get people to look at their lives from a different perspective that hopefully will get them to see things that they've never seen before. I'll often say that I don't want to be a motivational speaker. I don't want to be a guru. I don't want to be a youth speaker. I want to be an optometrist. I want kids to be able to see their lives in a way that's helpful to them. And what do? Specifically, I speak to high schools, middle schools, and I also wrote a book. I write books. I write a blog post. I post on Instagram inspirational quotes, Blackboard motivation. All of those things I do in order to help young people get past the things that are holding them up in their lives. That's who I am. The why, the how, and the what. I'm Pete Urich. Hire me for your next presentation. This is my favorite picture from the entire slideshow. All right, if you can't read it, the tombstone says Santa Claus. Now, the reason why I put this one up here, if we hit it, is I want you to learn the right lesson, all right? This kid is devastated because he realizes that Santa Claus is dead, all right? But you guys already know that that was never true anyway, all right? You're not expecting that on Christmas you're going to have some magical figure going to bring you a whole bunch of stuff. That's a belief that little kids have. All right? You guys are in high school, you already recognize that this is incorrect. And you need to recognize the same thing about your own life. Nobody's going to come and gift it to you. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. You have got to take a little bit of responsibility for your own life, and you've got to do things for yourself. Santa Claus is not going to show up and gift you the perfect life. You've got to act. You've got to do.